Hey YouTube, time for part 2 of my little review, whatever. I should restart this video, but whatever. This is how far I've gotten, so I still have just a few more here to talk about. So far I've talked about Athens, Kors, Urban Decay, Sephora, Benefit, Laura Mercier, Tarte, and Cargo mascaras in part 1, so go check that out if you haven't. And I'll do another draw. Smashbox Lash DNA Mascara. This, I would have to say, is probably my favorite. I would have to say it's kind of between Cargo Lash Activator and this Smashbox Lash DNA. Sorry, my computer just messed up. Okay, I'm back. I like the brush, and maybe it's because I saw, it looks like a DNA strand. It's really cool. Just like the double helix type of thing. It's really cool. And I like this flat edge on the top here because once you put on your mascara, I was actually watching a guy from Smashbox on the shopping channel, and the Canadian one, and what he did was, after he applied the mascara to the model, he turned it to the side like this, and then with this flat edge he went up and defined each and every lash. It was so cool. And he just said that that's one of his little secrets, and you can't do that with too many different like mascaras just because they don't have the flat end. Like the majority of them finish in a tip, but this is also like not a good thing because you're not getting your tiny little lashes. Like I'm sure you could try to get it with the flat edge. Like it's okay, but like that's why I always use two mascaras anyway. I'll use one of the little ones with a brush like this. This is Cargo mascara in Lash Activator. I do something like that for the inner corner, and I would actually do my whole eye in this and then just go over top with something else, normally before it dries. But if it's a mascara that doesn't get all gross and dried up on your eye, then you can wait till it dries. It would be better. And next, I have two more. So I have Hourglass Superficial Lash by Carbon. And this one was actually pretty good. But the problem is, if you don't have a lot of the product on this brush, it's going to be crap. Like, I just like how the grooves are nice and deep in the brush. So when you're going like this over your eye, you feel it like going from a root to tip. And it's not a flimsy brush. Like when I go like this, it doesn't really move around too much. And I like the fact that they put a lot of pigment in the bottle, sorry. So when I stick it in and I pull it out, I'm still getting some excess on the tip here, which I can wipe off if I want. This is a really, really good brush. And I'm just really happy with this. So Superficial Lash by Carbon. And I have a couple other ones. That one won't fit in there. I stuck them in the wrong spot. Okay. And then I have, okay, I lied. This one I'd have to say is my favorite if I had to pick one mascara. I love this so much. It's Fresh Supernova Mascara. That is the brush. It's like voluptuous. I don't know how to say that, but it's like, it's kind of skinny-ish in the middle, and then it's wider, and then it goes up almost to a point. And it also has the flat kind of tip, so you can still define your lash just like the Smashbox. So it's not totally flat, like it's a little bit pointed, but, and I just like how many bristles are on here. And I like the amount of product that's in here. I like when I stick it in and pull it out, like I'm still getting some product at the end that I can wipe off. It's just, there are a lot of things that make mascaras, you know, what makes them good and bad. And I would have to say a few of the main things, like for a number one mascara, is that it has to have a cool brush, but the grooves have to be deep. You should have a flat edge, like a pointy but very flat edge. So similar to this one, I'll just show you one more time. It's not like thick and flat, it goes up a little bit, but it doesn't quite point. It kind of, the point's cut off, which is really nice. And then just, you have to have enough product in the tube. I don't understand how you can spend $30 some on a mascara and it's like the Laura Mercier one, it's dry in there. Like you have to go around and scrape, and there's nothing on here. If you only like a subtle look, get Laura Mercier, because it's not going to make your eyes dramatic. Like if you want something funky, I would get Bad Gal, Superficial Lash, Lash DNA, Cargo, or Supernova. Those are my picks if you want a dramatic change. But if you want like medium, so these are my favorites here. I'll just go through them one more time. Bad Gal Lash, if you just want volume. Supernova Lash, if you want the best of all worlds, pretty much. It's great. Superficial Lash, pretty much the same thing. It's just a really good mascara. Strong brush. Smashbox Lash DNA for volume. And then Cargo Lash Activator. Flimsy-ish kind of brush, but it gets the job done. It's very black, and just the grooves should just be a little bit deeper to coat your lashes better. So that's 5. That's half of them. So the crappy ones, well, that I personally find, you might have a different opinion, which is cool, but from using this, from using this, I would have to say Tarte is number 1 on the crap list for having a cheap, like bristle, like dollar store brush. It has deep grooves, but it's crap, and then when it comes off in the shower it flakes, which is disgusting. Ugly bottle, looks like a knockoff lipstick tube, looks like a grayish brownish on the outside when it's really a black mascara. Didn't like that at all. Didn't like Laura Mercier. No product freaking in the bottle, and it just has like a basic blah, like cheapish version of the Bad Gal Lash bristles. So this is crap. But other Laura Mercier products are really good. So no hate on them. Sephora Lash Stretcher. It was okay. Just the bristles on the brush, some of them are like falling off. And it honestly looks like somebody ripped out my eyelashes. Like, it's cheap. Sephora brand stuff. Even that palette I got, I would say it's a little bit more pigmented this year, but it's still like not worth anywhere near the regular price. Like $60 something that I paid for it was pretty basic for that collector's edition palette this year. And then the Urban Decay one, it's okay. Flimsy brush. I'm not too fond of the applicator. It's okay. I actually have to make a part 3 now because I realized I'm at over 9 minutes. So check out part 3.